everyone. Hi, I'm Giselle.
And I'm Elisa.
And this is our video diary project. So question number 1. What has been the most difficult part of having a baby?
Okay. Try not to forget it and taking it around, making sure that you don't leave it by itself in class, and like just that it has its clothes on, its face, and everything.
Okay, so yeah, I agree that that's been really difficult, not leaving it alone. Especially like here, because people will catch you and they'll take off credit from your project. And at home too, because like I have a lot of little kids around my house, so they would probably like grab it and like smash it against a wall or something. So you just need to be really careful about like where it is. So I think that would be like, the most difficult part by far about this project.
You have to keep an
And
eye on
carry
it.
it gets heavy. Okay, next question. You don't have to stop, Susan. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Elisa Castro, and this is the baby diary video. Question number 1. Do you think you would be ready for a baby? Why or why not? So right now, I wouldn't be ready for a baby at all. One being that I can't even go to school on time. How am I going to take care of a baby? 2, I like kids, but when I take care of my niece and nephew, I love that. They're like mine, but I'm happy when I can give them back to their parents, and I'm just like, okay, you can go now, you can go back home. I don't think I wouldn't be calm knowing that I'm in charge of another life, knowing that I have to feed it a certain time, I have to make sure that the diapers are changed, that they don't have rashes, or that they're not crying too much, that they're not uncomfortable, that they're not too hot or too cold. That's like a lot to me. That's a lot of responsibility for me, and I think I still have to learn how to take care of myself before I can take care of another human being, especially a baby that will wake me up at 3 in the morning crying, and that's too much for me, honestly. So no, I wouldn't be ready for a baby. I think if my mom had a baby, then yeah, I'll be ready for that, because it's my little brother or baby sister, and I can just give it back or her to my mom, so I would be fine with that. But for me to have a baby, for me to be a mom, I would no, absolutely not. I would not be ready, like, at all. So,
Okay,
yeah.
question number 2. Do you think you would be ready for a baby now? Why or why not? So, as far as me being ready for a baby, I think emotionally and physically, technically, I am. I mean, I know how to take care of babies just because I have dealt with so many small children in my family. I know how to change the Pampers. I know how to prepare food, how to feed them, how to give them medicine, when to put butt cream on. But as far as wanting to have a baby, I don't want one yet, just because I am in school and I feel like I need to focus on school and on my education, and having a baby would just make that so much more difficult. So, am I ready for a baby? Technically, yes. Do I want one? No. Okay. How has your professions and work budget affected your perception on how expensive a baby is?
Okay, so I make 40,000. She makes 80,000. So if it were me alone, then it would affect it a lot. But since it's ours combined, our budget, like at the end when we counted up what we got for the kid, it was under our budget, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, we even had $50,000 student loans, and we were still able to buy nice, expensive stuff. We didn't have to shop bargain.
Walmart.
Yeah. So it was really nice to be able to do that because we had the money to do it. But at the same time, it is kind of like stressful because you see how expensive a kid is. And I mean, I know I don't want to be a lawyer, and I don't think I want to be a cartoonist. So it's a scary thought to think that our professions, what we actually want to do with our lives, may not be enough to provide for a child. So yeah. Okay, question number 4. has your partner been supportive in this project so far? Name a highlight and low light of your experience so far. So my partner, Yulisa Castro, so far has been pretty supportive. She has been someone that's easy to work with. Her and I have taken equal turns taking the baby home, and she's been really good about remembering the baby. The highlight, I say, would be the way that she's willingly like, oh, let me take care of the baby today. You did it yesterday. I'm willing to do this. She's very, very good when it comes to us both sharing the responsibility equally. Her low light, I would say, for this project was that she let the baby alone like once. But I mean, compared to other groups who leave their babies alone all the time or lost their babies, I do not think that that is half bad.
So my question number 3 for baby video diary. Has your partner been supportive in this project so far? I think my partner Giselle has been very supportive in this project, mainly because when I get annoyed with the sack of sugar, she'll take it, and I'm just like, take the baby, and she'll just take it. Or when we'll have like separate days, like if I take it home on the weekend, she'll get it on Monday, take care of it throughout the day. I'll take care of it on Tuesday, then the next day for her. And sometimes I'll forget it, and I'll have to call her and be like, do you have the baby? She'll be like, yeah, I have the baby. So yeah, she's been very supportive, especially when it comes to the projects. Like, what did we have to do? Oh, like looking for the baby's clothing. Like we each took, I think we both had a good amount of work done when we were both like, she was looking for one thing, like baby furniture, and I was looking for like the baby clothes or like baby food, and she was looking for like pregnant people clothes and stuff. She's been very supportive, and yeah, she handles me when I can't take care of the baby, which is great. Hopefully I find a guy like that. When I get annoyed with the baby, he might take it. Yeah, she's been very supportive. Thanks.
Okay, question number 5. What would it be like to take care of a child that has the genetic disease you are studying? So my partner and I are studying diabetes. My grandma has it and her grandma has it. And I really think it would suck to raise a child who has diabetes, just because you do have to be very careful with what they intake. They can't eat lots of sweets. They can't have lots of sodas. You have to make sure they're not too overactive, because that could even lower their blood sugar, which is just as horrifying as their blood sugar going through the roof. What do you think?
Yeah, it sucks. Like, you can't be too healthy. Your blood sugar can't go too up or too down. So that's a big issue.
Not only that, diabetes has some really bad, like, outcomes. There's a lot of amputations that happen to a lot of people.
When you have an injury, doesn't it
Yeah,
like,
you don't heal fast. Your sores do not heal. They end up going blind. They have kidney issues. They have nerve issues. They have urinary issues. So it would suck. And I hope our kids never have diabetes. Okay, thank you.
So for the baby video diary, question number 2, how is the project similar and different to what you would expect a real baby to be like? For starters, we are carrying a 40-pound sack of sugar, so that's one big difference. And I honestly don't think a little baby, newborn baby, weighs 40 pounds. I think honestly the most half of it, like 20 or 15 pounds. So that's one. It's a sack of sugar, so no noise comes from it, so I can just not, like, I don't have to worry about it. The only time I have to worry about is when I had to wake up at 3 in the morning to send Miss Arabale an email, but that was pretty much it. I mean, they do no trouble. Another thing different, like, you're scared that a baby might roll away from the bed, or like might, like, I don't know, jump off a bed or a couch, and a sack of sugar isn't gonna do that. It's just sitting there. I can just come home and just put it in one spot, and I'll find it there like 2 hours later, and I don't have to make sure I have to feed it, because babies, yeah, they need food to survive. I don't have to make sure that their diapers change, because I don't need diapers for a sack of sugar. I just have to make sure that nobody touches the sack of sugar for coffee. That's pretty much it. That's and babies don't drink coffee, so yeah. What else? Yeah, I don't have to change it I have to feed it. I have to make sure that it has to take a shower at night or in the morning. I don't have to leave it to a babysitter. It's like sugar, so nothing really happens with that. Yeah.
Okay, hi, this is question number 6. So, what are the similarities and differences between this baby, our sugar baby? Wait a minute. This guy, a nice little sugar baby, and a real baby. So, basically, some of the similarities are that, like a real baby, you can't leave this guy alone. You have to have him with you all the time because he could potentially get hurt and break and hurt himself, like I said. Differences, you don't have to feed this one. You don't have to change him. We did have to get up once, but my partner did that. What else? Well, these babies are a lot simpler than real babies. I mean, these guys are heavy, but at least they don't gain weight like real babies. So yeah, those are some similarities and differences between our sugar babies and real babies.